I'm skimming the book Whisper, How to Hear the Voice of God by the best-selling author Mark Batterson. You know, I've heard it said that there are no coincidences when it comes to God. So I won't call it a coincidence, but I do find it fascinating that this author is the same author of the last book I skimmed, and the reason that's fascinating is because I don't choose these books. I ask God to lead me to the books He wants me to talk about. I found the last book by Mark, The Circle Maker, at a yard sale, and this I recently came across at a thrift store. So Mark, I think God likes your books. This is the second time He put one of your books in my path. And I can understand why, because He's a great writer and His books are huge faith builders, I call them. The last two that I read, The Circle Maker and Whisper Now, huge faith builders. Because this man really has an amazing story about how he started his church and how he stepped out in faith again and again, and God always came through. And before I go off on that, back to the book. I'm going to read the back of the book to give you an idea of what this book is about. Many people have a tough time believing God still speaks. Sure, He spoke in ancient times to His people, but is He still speaking now? Mark Batterson certainly believes so, and he wants to introduce you to the 7 love languages of God, each of them unique and entirely divine. By learning to tune into and decipher each language, you'll be able to hear His guidance in simple as well as life-altering choices. Wow. I mean, to hear the voice of God every day of your life, we need to make sure how we know how to listen to Him. And this is a great book that teaches you exactly how to do that and exactly the ways that God will speak to you. And I'm going to talk about 2 of those ways in a little more detail, and then I'm going to, at the end, give you the 5 remaining. And if you want to know more about them, you'll just have to get the book, Whisper. I'm pretty sure it's available at thriftbooks.com, definitely on Amazon Books. So promptings is the first way we're going to explore. God will prompt you. Just get a feeling about something. I don't have the definition of a prompting, but that's what it is. It's just like this desire, this prompting to do something. And the first quote I'm going to start with is on page 148. Discerning the voice of God requires an internal clock that perceives His promptings, and it's our reaction time to those promptings that leads to supernatural